Anyone.
Anyone.
Anyone can be underrated.
Can be underrated
As fuck.
as fuck.
You are now tuning into the latest episode of the Underrated as Fuck podcast.
Hosted by the one and only Bliss.
And you already know, Mighty Zay.
So we're gonna talk about Drake the Snake,
Okay.
AKA me.
aka Jose. This week, y'all, has been a week full of people getting exposed,
Right.
people that normally expose themselves ODing, and other people getting robbed at the Grammys. What's going on?
Hey, man. Shit going on.
Wild week. Wild week in
Wild week,
entertainment.
wild
Yeah,
week,
wild
wild
week.
And let me just
Some of it
set the
sounds fun.
stage. Yeah, and let's just set the stage. This is 2024, and this is an election year, and it's also an election year for up to 50 countries. I just found out. So this
Damn.
year
Damn.
is set up to just be an insane year. We're talking about headlines, crazy
You
stuff
talking
going
this
on.
mass hysteria?
So you know what that means.
So if you're in our industry, like the fight industry, the comic industry, or the rap industry, you gotta go above and beyond to get the attention this year.
Right.
And
Well, Cat Williams set us off.
Yo. Yes, he did.
speaking of people going above and beyond to get attention, the GOAT of the GOATs of hip hop, rap, whatever category, he's gone through different categories. Drizzy Drake of Toronto
She said Drizzy.
gets leaked.
He's
I didn't watch
saying-
it. I didn't watch the video.
You
Did
didn't
y'all
watch it?
No. I was like, because this, like, I've never hit the internet. I was like, dog, I'm searching for one dick. You know, like, I just couldn't bring myself to search this one man's dick.
Yo.
But I just couldn't, dog.
So I envy you because I can't get this image out of my mind.
No, dude, I was literally chilling on Twitter, and that was trending, and I was like, why is Drake trending? I press on it, and then all of a sudden,
Okay,
playing
so
with
all
a
of a
rope.
sudden,
Okay. Okay,
bro.
so surprise.
Bro,
dick,
helicopter.
okay.
I was like, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, yeah, he was just like, oh, okay, good. Drake dick. Never, I thought it was a new bar. This motherfucker had a whole,
No.
I've heard, but the thing about it is I was like reading comments and people's reaction, right? I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. And some people's like this, right? Motherfucker swinging a rope and motherfucker just tilted over, and I was like, alright, it sounded like my dude's working. Then other
seen
people
a
was like,
little baby elephant going
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Then other people was like, I'm not impressed, and I'm like, bitch, what are standards? Like, what is?
You know what I'm saying?
If half everyone's like, yo, the shit's wild, and then someone's like,
Like, what are you used
what
to?
are you used to? Yeah.
Yeah,
So, okay, so I have
God.
a question for you guys. Okay, we'll go Phillip first.
Okay.
So, was this leak intentional to get attention, clout, or was it a legit oops, in your opinion?
No, you have to leave it. You're methodical. You're not dumb.
Leak the
dog.
dick.
You put, bro. If you're willing to think 2 steps ahead and put hot sauce in a condom,
Boom.
Oh,
Exactly.
leave it out.
my reasoning. Yeah,
like
that
you're
was- come on.
smart.
Come on.
Like you're smart. I think what I didn't fact check it. I don't know. Maybe y'all can. About was it the little white girl that he did the interview with?
You're talking about Bobby.
yeah.
Girl, right?
Yeah, he played his song on there. So when he went to go sue her, he had like couldn't use my music or something.
No way.
I seen it was something like that.
Is
You
that
could
why the
fact
video
check
got
it.
taken down?
He was in
Okay.
his lawyers. I'm not. The dude's too smart. Is what I'm trying to say.
Feel that.
Yeah,
Too
and
smart.
if I'm able to swing this motherfucker, let the world see, dog. I'm not hiding.
I mean, he did go up on stage and address it.
Yeah, and I broke the internet.
That's hard.
Yeah,
That's it.
So Mighty, was this calculated or was it a mistake?
This was calculated, man.
Has to be.
It was calculated.
Has to be.
Look out for the leak next week. No, I'm just playing.
Okay, so why does Drake go to the GOATs? He's reached peak. He's peak celebrity, whatever.
Yeah.
Why does he need to leak the meat?
Why not?
Why?
Why not? It's
But-
more of a topic. You know what I mean? Like, you have to do that. Like, if you go to the GOAT, this is gonna cement that.
What are you gonna go talk about? You gonna more leak secrets, or you gonna leak yourself, and you can break the internet? Everybody's talking about it.
The video kind of came out of nowhere and just blew up out of nowhere. So I mean, Drake, bro, we know you did it. It's okay, bro.
So Mans took out the meat on purpose because he's got an album, he's got a tour to sell for.
Because he can. He's already made it so far into his
Maybe he
career.
was bored.
Boom.
Well, definitely bored.
Bored, yeah, bro. Motherfucker was bored, dog. What are you doing?
Swinging that thing around, you know what I'm saying? I'm dead. So
I'd be blessed.
I would agree that maybe he did hit a peak, and he's like, all right, well, let's see how far this peak can go. Physically, right? But I'm talking about the
physically.
I'm talking about the celebrity. Like, is there really more to attain? But I mean, I guess there is.
I just think you made it so far, and you could get away with murder, like at that point.
Yeah. And so far, how do you top how 24 started? With shit that's come out, and it's like, all right, well, I want to be trendy too.
Boom. Throw a dick on a lens, and you good to go.
Good to go.
Oh my god! All right, y'all. So
you're done.
So we obviously went over kind of the biggest topic of the week as far as hip hop goes, the entertainment business goes.
Biggest news of the week.
We're gonna save the other two topics for a little bit later in the pod, but let's get into some Phillip Jewell.
Hey, I'm here. Very excited to be here, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
It's a pleasure having you, big dog.
Yeah.
This is exciting. We got a little bit of a new setup going. You know, we did it because we're gonna be having more and more guests coming on, and like I said, since the first episode, we're gonna build. This is just gonna keep getting better. So Phillip, tell the people that don't know about Phillip, let them know who you are and what you do.
Who I am? It fucks me up because I'm like, yo, am I looking here? Am I looking at y'all when I'm talking?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah. It's a little
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting used to being behind the camera, right? This is growing.
Right.
You're growing with me. No, man. I'm a comedian based out of Arizona. I've been doing comedy for 6 years now. I love it, man. It's a grind. I've always been told I was funny since I was a kid. But I was like, I can never tell a joke. Because I always thought they were like one-liners and I can't write dad jokes and shit.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know, I get that.
Yeah, so I was like, I want to see how funny I can be if I actually really try to be funny.
Put your mental to it.
Put my mental, yeah, because it just sporadic shit, bullshit in, just saying dumb shit, people laugh, you know what I mean? But
you just gotta find your style and go with it.
Go with it,
boom,
yeah.
Boom.
there you go.
I like that. So you've been in Phoenix your whole entire life? Is that where you're based out of, or did you move here at some point and then, you know what I mean?
Born and raised.
Born and raised Arizona native.
Born and raised Arizona native, downtown. I lived other places when I was in the military.
Right.
Was the only other time that I lived out of state. Other than that, all back in Arizona.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
So when he says he might find you and get rid of you in a joke, he could possibly do that in real life
Potentially,
because he's trained and he's served.
Nah, it's because I got Warzone. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? When you say next to a champ, dog, you talk a little more shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, yeah, I want to go to a bar.
You get bold.
Bolder. Yeah, bro, like, listen.
I can say that. I can
I
say that. I walk around with my chest a little further out.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
You got mighty.
Yeah, bro, listen, let's have a concealed weapon. They don't know. I'll let this motherfucker go. Yeah. Yeah, I just, hey, move.
Oh man.
That's what I'll say. That's as far as I'm going.
So, let's move into this. Check it out. So, can you recall a specific moment or event that set you on the path to where you are today? So, in other words, was there a moment that just, I want to be a comedian?
Yeah. So I was like just going through like a crazy time in my life, right?
Yeah.
I was going through a divorce actually, and I was sad. Don't judge me. No, I was chilling with my boy, and he was like, "Yo," he was like, "What do you? What makes you happy?" And you would think it would be an easy question, like, "Oh, I'd be able to answer." And I was like, "I don't know." And then he was like, "Well, what do you think you can do in life where you can make money and be happy?" And I was like, "I've always been able to make people laugh. That's always come easy, and people can make money off of it." So I was like, "You know what? Fuck it, let's see how funny I can be. And if I can make money off of it." And that's how I kind of just started from there.
And you just hit the notebook?
No, I would get high. on Snapchat and just
I
talk
fuck with
stupid
that.
shit.
I fuck with that.
And it was just like pressure free in my backyard, just high as fuck at night, and just saying stupid things and see if I would get reactions.
Everybody
from it.
swiping up. Like,
Yeah, see how many reactions I would get. I did that for like 6 months before I got on stage.
That's hard.
Just
So
not for real.
could you say that a lot of your career started because of content creation or social media?
social media has been a part of it. It was just as far as like that beginning part and just
Dipping
like
your toes in it.
just dipping the toes in without pressure. Because if nobody likes it, I was like, well, fuck y'all. But I don't have to see you face to face, you know. And if you like it, you'll let me know.
Block your ass.
Block it, bro. Once I put the phone in the pocket, I don't care.
Feel that.
Yeah, I don't have to see if he bombs or not.
So tell me about the moment where you decided, okay, I need to go do a show. Tell me what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what's going through your mind. Like I don't know if you're like stage fright. Like I don't really know that about you. So
The first time I found out that I needed to go do a show, the first time I went to go do one.
first show ever.
First show.
First show
Let's say you got it lined up and you're ready to go.
Oh yeah, no, the first show I was super nervous. It was in a barber shop. And I was always thought like when you do comedy, it's dark so I can't see nobody. But no, it was lit the fuck up. It wasn't during the day, it was at night. But it's lit up and I was like, everybody. And I had like a huge public speaking fear, right? So I was like, fuck, I'm super nervous. And I get up there and I go to tell this pussy joke. I don't even know if I can say that I'm underrated. Where we at? All right, where we're at.
We keep it real, we keep it raw.
Bro, I went to go tell this pussy joke and I was looking at people's faces and I seen this bitch shaking her head like this and it fucked me up and I was like, she hates where this joke is going right now. And I was like, vagina! And like, I don't even say that word in my regular life, bro. It fucked my whole joke up. It threw me up. That's how nervous I was. And then I went in the back and I felt like I was gonna throw up afterwards.
So is that a bomb?
No, actually, I didn't.
Or you know what I mean?
No, just that part didn't do just. Here, this is wild. After I did that set, it was a good set for me at that time.
Right.
For it being your first show.
Yeah, but if you asked me at that time, I tried to go get a manager the next day after doing my first 5-minute comedies.
And how'd that go for you?
I didn't get picked up.
But look at my Snapchat.
Bro, I was like,
you need people that have a little bit more of a track record.
yeah, I was like, listen, but I just did 5 last night and murdered. And I watched the set, I didn't murder. I was like, bro, it looks so awkward.
Dude, I'm ready.
I'm ready. I was like, I'm ready to go on fucking tour.
But I feel like bombing, or like, I don't even consider that a bomb, but I feel like if you do in your mental what you think is a bomb, I feel like that's the best thing for you.
And you know what? You would think people would have that same kind of mindset because, like, I just want to get better, right? I want to see my weaknesses, even as like a fighter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, dog, I need to put my share. My weaknesses are there to bring my strengths up. And you'll see it. People don't see it like that. I do. Some of my sets, I'm like, I got laughs throughout my set. I was like, it was a good set. But to me, I was like, it was a bomb because I didn't get the laughs that I wanted. The reaction that I wanted from it. There's only been like one time my entire career I went 7 minutes and didn't get a single laugh. And that was the first fucking time I've been on stage.
So
Hasn't been like that since though.
No.
Boom.
But I still bombed since.
would it be fair to say that you've had your fair share of humiliating moments, setbacks?
Man.
And
Yeah.
I got an extension to that question, but just confirm that or not?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you these setbacks or these moments that you would consider like maybe shots in the gut, how have they contributed to your personal development as a comedian?
Trying to get better. Like seeing, like you go up there and eat shit. Like I did a show in Prescott, and it was a New Year's Eve show.
Okay.
Right. And I went up there and Prescott's like old white is what I call it.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? It looked like, if you get the term, it's just like, bro, they're all white hair. They're real conservative. They don't like cursing and they don't like the words, like some words.
They need cocoa butter.
Yeah, they like different
don't like vulgar
setup.
stuff.
They don't like vulgar stuff. They like different setup of jokes. Well, I went up there and I was like, yo, I'm me. And I was just eating shit.
Oh.
Right? Oh, fuck. And I was the host, dog, and I would go up there and eat shit like all fucking night. And by like the end, I was like, I don't want to go up there no more. I'm not getting a reaction. Like, this is just brutal. But how it helps you in personal development is like, okay, learn how to dumb down your jokes. At the end of the day, you're an entertainer.
Right.
I need to be able to,
for that.
you
that
know,
specific
for
segment.
whoever you're going up to
Right.
perform, you need
And
to be
that's
able
not
to
like
adjust.
all your jokes in general. That's just kind of catering to the audience that
You have to cater to the
you
audience
see,
at some point.
right?
Especially if
Because
you're
I feel
getting
like
paid.
you run
Yeah, I
into
feel that.
every kind of audience out there. Like, there's no specific comedy audience, right?
Yes and no. Sometimes you get mixed crowds. Sometimes you get black crowds. Sometimes you get all white crowds. Younger crowds, Mexican crowds, and you have to approach each one differently.
Right.
And each one has its own niche that you'll find
Persona.
persona that
Yeah.
you can play to the crowd, because sometimes it's culture, sometimes it's this age, you know, that you need to be able to connect with them. So when you can't, like for me, I struggle with older white crowds because my shit's just vulgar.
They don't like
At
that
first,
shit.
yeah.
They don't like that shit.
At
They
first
don't
it's-
like the raw, and
Yeah,
the real.
at the they don't really like the word bitch.
That's like so disrespectful to them.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
makes sense,
yeah,
yeah.
it makes sense. Like when you in some shit and you're doing like a different crowd,
Bitch.
a younger crowd, like and hit the bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But
They'd be like,
just kidding.
He said
no,
what?
Where it's
What?
just
But
like,
you
let's go.
use the word as an emphasis, and in some crowds it works. It helps add on. Some crowds it will completely take them away.
That'll
So-
just be that last little edge that they needed to push over to get the reaction you wanted.
Yeah.
But then it would be more of like a cutoff.
It's a cutoff, and now you're not gonna really.
You're
listen
kind of
to
trying
it.
to reach for them now, right?
Now you're not
Just
gonna
flowing.
care about the rest
Yeah,
of
I
the
feel
joke.
that.
So for personal development, it's like to be able to have enough material to adapt to a crowd and be entertaining. My goal is at the end of the night, especially if I'm being paid and I'm not like working on new material or something. If I'm being paid to do a show, dog, I'm being paid to entertain the crowd that you're bringing in.
Right.
That's my job, and I need to
so
be able
you better
to adjust.
You better be able to read that crowd.
Read the crowd, and that's how I feel about it. Right? I'm not big enough where like I have a full following
Social media.
where you're coming to hear me and my specific jokes next.
Right.
A lot of the times it's I don't know nobody in this fucking crowd right now, and I need to be able to get you on my side and entertain you and still be funny.
I feel that. Right.
Because
Because
I'm
they're
being paid
looking
to be
at
funny.
you. They're looking at you, and they're gonna judge, right? They're kind of gonna see, okay, what's up with this guy? So you gotta
Yeah,
shoot
make me laugh.
You gotta shoot your shot, like in a certain way.
And it's not that you can't like do your material or lose who you are,
Mm-hmm.
because you know what I'm saying. You just have to still be able to be yourself, but to please who you got in front of you.
Right. Okay. So this is a good question. So you obviously have a personal life away from your comic life, right?
Yes.
So how do you balance your work life versus your comedic life, or your personal life versus your professional life?
That's a fucking
Yeah.
question.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I am still trying to figure this out myself. Like that is, no, it's tough, man. It's tough. Working and doing comedy. I switched my career to become a barber, so it's easy for me to integrate the two. You know, I'll pull people from shows into the barbershop and people from the barbershop into shows. I'm talking all day, so sometimes I can even run bits on people in conversation to kind of see,
And
get a
boom,
reaction.
boom. Yeah. Just test
And
it.
then, yeah, it's like an open mic for me with different people, one-on-one.
I feel like that's low key like the best platform you could have set yourself up for what you want to do.
They had to go hand in
Yeah.
hand.
Boom.
So for those two, it goes hand in hand, and it's nice. As far as like complete personal, I got 2 kids, and single dad. I take care of them full time, but they're 13 and 10 now. So
Oh, they
like,
grown.
yeah, I'm like you can be. I was by myself at this age.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got a plate on
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you pick and choose the battles. Like so I will try not to do back-to-back shows,
Right.
or I only try to take 2 shows a week.
Okay.
You know, so that way I'm not gone too
Too
much,
much, right.
but I still am pursuing something. So
So this is almost worth praise because you have so much on your plate, yet you're still chasing your dream. This
Yeah.
to me,
That's underrated.
fuck what anybody else.
That's underrated.
Yes.
hey, I
That's
appreciate
You
that.
are the definition of what I try to do with this podcast.
Boom. Oh, God.
Right? Everybody
I
on this
appreciate that, brother.
podcast, anybody that I try to get on this podcast is just so dope. right? But maybe just haven't gotten the credit they deserve.
Boom. They haven't got their flowers yet.
Oh, there's no shortcuts. You know what I mean?
That's
And
it. No, it's just
it's
consistency.
consistency.
It's
And-
time and consistency, and that's it.
And you have to be in the right. Continuing to put yourself in the right place
Right.
will eventually get yourself seen. And that's
That's
where
that
I'm at.
discipline. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's why, like, now when I step out and I do a set, I'm like, Doug, I need to make sure that I hit everything that I want to because I don't have enough time to come back out and rework it again.
Right.
So, definitely taking that different mindset.
I definitely feel like for you in that lane, it's. I totally fucking spaced out my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Oh shit.
No, you're good. So I got a good question. While you try to remember what you were gonna say, I got a good question too. So, could you credit any celebrities or mentors of yours to, like, helping you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
So I'm not familiar. So tell me about that. I've heard the name, but fill me in.
When you see him, you'll know who he is. But
He's a comedian?
no, he's
an
like more actor.
He does like
Okay.
very dry humor.
Yeah, he's the
feel
one
like
with,
I know what it
with
is.
Jennifer Aniston when she's like, "Don't talk about my sister. She's going through a lot." And he's like, "Yeah, a lot of dick." Like just quick fucking. He was like real fast, and like when I was younger, I used to try to mimic his style of comedy.
I like that. It is really dry, like you said. He just showed me a picture of him, and I know who it is.
Yeah.
Right after you said dick, I showed him a picture of Vince Vaughn. He
I like the dude. I could probably put him up there with some of my favorite entertainment. You know what I mean?
I like the way he would go on rants. So when I was younger, I used to try to mimic his comedy as far as like I would just go on a rant.
Yeah.
You know, and just find something and just keep babbling and going because
He's really good at that.
He's really good at that. And
Yeah.
it's just funny
It's
shit.
just effortless, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the shit was like improv in his movies and it's just being quick, like bam.
Just witty. Boom.
Witty, yeah. That's why I like
straight to the point, witty but still funny.
still funny. That's why I like Ryan Reynolds a lot too.
exactly.
His fucking movies, because I'm like, dog, that's my style of humor.
It's snappy, like dry, but still very funny in its own lane. When you
Yeah.
find your right people.
And you can just bounce off it, and
Boom,
it's just
boom.
bam. So I'm more like that in like my personal life. Like if you just sit in my chair, that's who more my comedy style would be. Is like in my personality is I like to just go real quick and just
And
ram
maybe
on
that's
shit.
why I like you as a comedian so much, because I get a show almost every time I go get a haircut.
Yeah.
You're just bouncing off ideas, and you'll maybe jump into a story or something.
Go on a
something.
tangent.
And
Just
now I'm like,
randomly.
dude, this guy's a natural, and you're there like just
killing it.
practicing
Yeah.
whatever.
Or just in the moment. Like a lot of this shit is just funny, bro. Just be funny. Just
the
a
end of the day,
conversation. You know, like I don't remember a lot of it. Just talk some shit, and that's where I would go for. As far as like stand-up comedians, fucking, what is it? Like a grandson dog. Just basic as fuck as Denny's. Like Dave Chappelle. You know? Like, yeah.
To the goat.
Like, oh, bro, it's my fucking favorite comedian.
So on that topic of like people that you look up to, have you ever? It could be a no and a quick question, but have you ever connected with somebody that you admire in the comic scene or the industry?
Not someone that I would have known of before I became a comedian.
So are you asking if he met anybody like that?
So like for me, an example from me would be like, I admire like Logic as a rapper. So if I ever connected with him, that would be a yes for me.
Right.
So I'd be like, oh yeah, I had the opportunity to work with the rapper, right? So
Like
that's
I'm in my
essentially
No.
what I'm asking.
Yeah, no. No. I met some pretty big comedians, and afterwards I was like, oh man, your credentials are pretty dope. I got a
What about the dude that you did like a skit with at the barbershop? Remember?
Concrete.
Yeah, that
Concrete.
dude, he's pretty known.
He
I
is
would
pretty
say.
known.
But he's not somebody you would say that you've admired. Is that?
Like I said, I didn't know who he was before doing comedy.
Right.
But after doing comedy and meeting him, he's definitely someone I'm like, you're doing what I want to do.
Gotta tip the hat to.
You know, like I
Okay.
respect your hustle. You're blowing up quick. He gave me some great advice, and it was like pretty cool to know him. And now I go out and like, you recognize me, and it's pretty cool because you're you are such on a big platform now.
Right.
You know, so that part, yeah, like from him,
Shout out to Concrete.
yeah, shout out to Concrete,
So
bro.
you've definitely then worked with people that are pretty into the comedic scene,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I've,
Nice.
you know, when you run into them, I just try to pick the brains and knowledge.
Yeah, for sure.
I did the Latin Laughs 3, like in Human. I got it hosted, and like Jerry Garcia was down there. He's really big. He has a HBO special.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I mean that was pretty cool to rub elbows with people like that. But again, I was more like I met him now, learn who you are, your credentials, and it's like, dog, that's pretty cool to meet you. Try to pick your brain.
Just give you them little tidbits of what you can use for your own thing or how to even move
Yeah.
properly moving forward.
Exactly.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, and then it's good to rub elbows with people like that. It's like, 'cause
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
you're doing what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, just surrounding yourself with the crowd that you want to be in. So, I mean,
And yeah,
nothing
maybe
but bonuses can just come from that.
bonuses. And it's like, dog, at the end of the day, if you ever remember my name, it's like, hi.
Yeah,
Hey,
remember me?
you remember me.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go.
somebody.
I'm somebody, bro. I made an impression.
Okay, so this is a good question too. So, what are some items, I guess you could say, on your bucket list that you're excited to do?
One of the biggest things on my bucket list is I want to perform at the Laugh Factory in LA.
In LA, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
So I'm not familiar, right? But is that the spot in LA or for like comedy?
I feel like it is. Like it's like one of the.
I would say so, yeah, it's
it's
pretty-
like one of the most prestigious clubs there, and everyone anybody has ever performed on that stage.
And is that something hard to get to, or is it just as simple as finding the promoter and getting put on the show?
I would say probably like both.
Yeah, a little
probably
bit both. Yeah.
Probably like maybe if you were able to make some more connections if you live in LA. I know for people out here, a lot of people do chocolate sundaes, which is something that, but there's like a wait list. Some people wait a year, 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they
I didn't know
book
that.
out that much
They
in
are,
advance?
yeah, they're
Wow.
really booked because all the comedians out there are applying for it. Plus out here, everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah, trying to get there.
Yeah,
I
so
had
you wanna
no
get-
idea there was some sort of waiting list to do shows like that.
Oh, for that type of show. That's how big the club is.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
I've known some people that's got on because they made the right connections and were able to get on, which is super dope. You know, it's hard. I would imagine it's
Yeah,
hard
right.
for me. So it's a goal.
So okay, so let's
That's
just
a hard goal.
talk like theoretically, right? So Phillip Jewell goes super viral, right?
Yeah.
Is that a situation where what was the place again? House of Laughs?
The Laugh Factory
The Laugh Factory, okay.
in Hollywood.
Is that a situation where they're like, hey, we got a slot this weekend? You want to jump on it? Or is you still got to be in that waiting list?
Going viral as a comedian is great because it's helped so many comedians' career. I wouldn't say
Tell them a little bit more, but
a little
doesn't
bit
create
more.
who they are.
Yeah,
Right.
and sometimes it's like maybe you're funny on the videos, but you're not funny in person. You know, there's a lot of that goes on, but then there's a lot of people that's been doing comedies that's able to be funny in videos, and it's helped propel their careers. I wouldn't know if it's like just one video would help me, but one video can help me get recognized by someone and be like, yo, can I go work with you? Not more or less them reaching out to you, but when you reach out to other people, it's like, hey,
see
I got to
something
follow.
reach.
Yeah, I have the followers, I have the views now, because social media is big, and
You could sell
Okay.
tickets,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
people want to come out to see me. So
You are a
that's what-
genuinely funny guy, though. Like genuinely, I remember the first time whenever B took me over to the barber shop. I mean, the first second we walked in, bro, you was cracking jokes. I was like, bro, this guy's funny. And then to find out you were a comedian after that, it was just like, whoa, like.
Yeah, bro, we go through some good bubbles.
Yeah, feel that.
Just bubbles in the shop. Like we still laugh about when you guys brought your
Nephew.
Your nephew in. Bro, young rock, dog. That was all just in the moment. Just talking
They
shit.
found out he was 12, motherfucking 6
Let me
feet
give
tall,
y'all
jacked
some,
up.
let me give y'all
this-
some context real quick. Dude, my nephew's 14 years old. He's pretty into the gym, right?
Bro.
I take him to get a haircut, and I don't know why I did not tell him.
Come on,
because
he said,
dude
bro.
walks in a wife beater,
Bro,
looking
just
ready to mug somebody.
bro, this motherfucker was huge. I was like, dog, he's 25.
Bro,
I'm
looking like
there's no
Dominic
way.
Toretto
Wait,
with hair.
does he qualify for the kids cut?
Yeah, he was trying to ask for a kid's cut on this grown ass man with a mustache. I was like, bro, he
Yo.
pick up barbers and throw them.
I'm dead. So, with your
I'm not
whole
gonna get no discount.
comedic career so far, right? And you're a very mature person. Is there some sort of life lesson that you've learned from that you can offer to people? Maybe upcoming comedians or just younger people in general?
Younger people in general. Find what you're good at.
Find what you're good at and work on it.
Have
Yeah.
awareness of what you're good at.
Have awareness, because like for me, for example, like just I'll give you like two real quick examples. For me, I've always envied people that can draw, right?
Oh, same, Loki, same.
Like, how can you turn a blank canvas?
Why do
into
we have
this,
that in common? That's
this beautiful fucking like dog? I can't imagine the shit that you can. Like, I always wish I could draw.
Right.
Right? And then I always wish I could play sports. And I was just like, man, maybe if I was just like 6'4", 6'5", I'd have the drive to do it. But that's not my lane.
Right.
This entire time growing up looking at all those things, I never realized like making people laugh is hard.
Yeah.
But it's not hard for me.
It comes easy to you.
It comes easy to me, but I never knew that I thought that was for everybody.
Right.
So I wish I would have learned like sooner, like, bro, that's an ability and a gift that you should focus on. Versus trying all these other things that I was, trying to figure yourself out and what you're good at and hobbies and shit. And I was like, oh, the entire time it was back here, I never just focused on it. So
I got a question, but let me just clarify something. So your advice to people would be find what you're good at, and if it's forced, then don't do it.
yeah, if you're generally, I feel like it's something that comes natural to you.
Yeah, let's say that's a better word, natural.
Yeah, if it comes natural to you and you enjoy doing it, try stepping it up a notch. Try to push yourself a little further.
See where that can take you.
See where that can take you. You know what I'm saying? I hate fucking video editing, but if you like to sit here and just edit pictures and throw collages of yourself together, try throwing collages together for other people.
For
and
a
be
company
like,
or like
try to figure whatever the little niches and lanes
Feel
and
that.
just whatever it is that you do. Maybe there's something that you can make money out of and it comes a little bit easier, but you just have to push yourself a little bit harder.
Right.
It's the
Nice.
fine
So
that.
the question I have following that is, so let's just say somebody has the dream to be a piano player, right?
Yeah.
So what if they're not as naturally talented as maybe Alicia Keys, right? But they want to be this amazing piano player. What advice would you give to that young person?
Become a cover band.
Ooh.
There's different avenues. You know what I'm saying? And people that do cover bands and play, not everybody wants to go see Alicia Keys in a stadium. I want to go to a fucking dive bar in Tempe that plays live pianos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
I
can still
feel
get
that.
gigs.
Yeah.
You can still do little stuff. Maybe you're not playing your own stuff, but especially for musicians, like, if you ever go see a good cover band, like,
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
That was fun and probably better than watching them live.
I feel that. So maybe you're not the best at writing your own music, but why don't you maybe you're the best at singing other people's music.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're saying. So just you could fine tune.
You can find
Just find what you're good at, like you said.
Yeah, and there would be maybe because everybody's goal with comedy is different. Everyone's
Right.
goal, you know what I'm saying? Like some people's like, dog, if I just get on a couple shows, that's all I need. And then there's some people that's like, dog, no, my goal is if I can just have all my bills paid for, I made it. I don't need to
That makes
be
sense. Yeah.
famous or anything. Just as long as I travel, nobody will recognize me. But I'm just getting paid. I'm able to pay all my bills off comedy.
That's pretty cool too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I want fame, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I want to shut down the airport.
hard.
You know,
Hell
like,
yeah.
I want fame, money, and I want all of that. That is my goal.
That's pretty cool.
You know, and you just have to. So if someone had dreams to become a pianist, and the reality is, like, dog, you may not be able to. Well, then there's nothing wrong with still making money, playing cover bars, and traveling. You know, there's steps.
And then at the end of the day, you still get the experience by doing that.
Yeah.
You're just fine tuning your thing in your own niche in your own way.
And you still love it.
Right.
And you'll still make money off of it. Even though if it's not on a grander scale, but you're still able to continue to push and do it. Done.
Doing it regardless is a blessing in itself.
Yes. Yes, dog. It's definitely getting older. It's like, bro, I need to do shit I enjoy.
Feel that. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah.
I'm on the
More
same
shit.
exact page. That's why I'm even here right now.
Yeah, bro, this is...
That's why I knock motherfuckers out.
Yeah. This is fun.
So-
But
My
So
hand's too soft.
we
I
still
don't know that
got
feeling.
more pod to get to, right?
No.
But to conclude this interview with Phillip,
Yes.
is there anything you want to tell people that's coming up that's exciting? Anything, announcements like that?
Any announcements? I got some shows coming up. I'll be at the House of Comedy on February 20th for 15 Minutes of Fame. That's a pretty fun show. I'll be able to do 15 minutes. I'll be in El Paso, Texas, March 16th.
Oh,
I'll be
wow.
headlining out there.
Out of state.
Out of state, man. That's the
Out of
super
state
big.
headlining,
That's
bro.
you know, just
Hard.
little steps.
Hard.
You know, this will be my first like out of state headlining gig
And
where I'll be
you're
getting
headlining,
paid.
you're right, so you're the man right there.
I'll be the
Yes,
main
sir.
feature, and I'm getting paid to come out. It's my first time, you know, so it's a milestone for me in my career. Just to continue to
That's
let
a
myself know, yeah. So it's pretty cool. That's
Man,
coming
well,
up.
I mean, before you blow up, just had to let you know that I believed in you from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Don't forget
Real
about,
talk.
don't forget about Bliss.
Yeah, no,
You're up there.
Hey,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate
You
it,
know what
bro.
I'm saying?
That's love. That is love. Before we end this segment, though, I wanted to let you guys know that I don't like tomatoes.
Not like diced, not sliced, not nothing.
I don't like tomatoes. So here,
Wait, you
here's
like
my
ketchup?
thing. No, I do like ketchup. Like tomatoes to me are like what black people are to racist whites.
Oh
Right.
shit. Oh, I feel
Like
that.
like if they're mixed with something, they're not too bad. But if they're by themselves, I really don't like them.
You put a little bit of salt.
No, I'm just saying, like, bro, I don't like a tomato on my burger, but I eat pico de gallo. It makes no sense.
Oh no, I feel that. I feel that.
There's some things I'm like, dog, if it's
You need
I don't
to dash
even,
it
yeah, I need it
together,
together. I don't like onions like my tomatoes, but pico de gallo, I'll eat that shit
Same
all
way.
day.
I
You
like
know
that.
what's hilarious?
Yeah.
I knew this was coming at some point, but you caught me so off guard. And we talked about it, and I knew that you were going to catch Mighty so out of pocket.
Oh shit.
I figured it was the
Just
best
said
time.
tomatoes on the
Yeah, that was but cute. I was like, you know what? I thought you thought I forgot.
Well, speaking of the tomato thing, real quick,
Fuck
can
tomato.
you tell the audience the little story you told me about
Oh,
the tomato?
yeah. So, like I said, I'm not a one-line comic, right? So I just thought of that shit because I really don't like tomatoes, but I eat pico de gallo, and I was like, this is stupid. It makes no sense to me. So I thought of the joke, right?
Yeah.
And I was doing a show at Stir Crazy, and I was hosting, and they were having an event, so you had to park. So I was like, fuck. I go to park, and dude's like, all right, you send me $20. And I was like, yo, I'm hosting at Stir Crazy. He was like,
get in there.
yeah, let me get in. He was like, yeah, that's cool, but you still got to pay $20. And I was like, fuck. I was like, all right. He was like, you know what? Tell me a joke. And I wrote that joke, and I told it to him. And
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. I told it to him. Dude's dying laughing. He's like, hey, go park. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I was
shout
like,
out
a
to you.
superpower. Yeah, it never happened before. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's figure out this shit's fire. I go inside, and I go perform the joke as open up the show and shit. Dog, this fucking joke bombed.
No way.
Like, I mean, in front of people's faces, nobody reacted. And I'm just like, fuck. And then I made it even more awkward. I was like, y'all can laugh. There's one black guy in the room, and he's laughing, right?
I win.
And then, like,
Oh my
and then people still were just,
No.
and I was like, all right, well, I thought that shit was fire. But it's my only one.
That shit is funny though. No.
Yeah, I was like, I
Legit,
just
legit.
keep it in my back pocket. And I'm
When you told me that tomato liner, that one liner, it took me so off guard. I had to put 2 and 2 together once it was said and done.
Oh my God.
But once it was said and done, it was one of those shock factor jokes.
Had a marinade.
yeah.
That it was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a clever
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Bro, there's some jokes out there that's where it's like, man, I appreciate that writing. You
Right,
know, it's like,
right. I feel
it's the
that.
writing of the joke. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, as long as it's
How you gonna
funny.
deliver it?
Delivery, and if it's funny. You know, and you can't hide behind, like, you just can't go up and just say some fucking
Out of
brash
pocket shit.
Yeah, and just be like, oh, you're doing laugh, that's comedy. And it's like, there was zero thought to that. You're a
Feel
fucking
that.
idiot. You know, like, be funny, bitch. And even if it's not that funny, but you could tell it was like, okay, I could see where you're coming with that. It was like the joke itself was like, you know, just get a better joke. But if you just go up and just say stupid shit, bro, that was thoughtless.
I feel like that's classic.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, just don't come up and just say stupid shit and just try to hide behind like, oh, well, I'm a comedian. You're just sensitive. Like, no, you're just not funny, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
All right, y'all. So Phillip Jewell, Arizona's own, the best comic in Arizona, in my opinion. Also,
Appreciate you.
a slick ass barber.
Hey.
Oh, he gets down.
Yes, come
down.
see me, All Pro Barbershop, man. Book an appointment. I may be funny, I may not, but you'll get a good haircut. That's
You gonna
So
laugh
where-
and you gonna look crispy.
Where can they find you?
You can find like my socials.
Yeah, just shout
Oh.
out your at.
My at, I only got one. It's at the real Phillip Jewell on Instagram. It's the real Phillip Jewell on TikTok too. Yeah, I don't get love on TikTok.
I'll put
Chinese
his
don't like me.
ads in the description of the videos and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah, man. And then if you want to book an appointment, just go to allprobarbershop.com and book there. That'd be love. Come meet me in person, not on stage. The real me.
yes, sir.
Uncensored and raw.
I'm filtered and raw. Yeah, I can catch these dick jokes. So you get
Yeah,
your haircut.
Talking about booking appointments, our next news topic
Okay.
is about one of the biggest porn stars in the industry. I know that was a little out of pocket, but she
So is
booked a one-way trip appointment to the emergency room because this.
I feel like I need to look her up. I don't.
Look her up. Just show a picture real quick so he knows.
Y'all gonna look at me to do it.
Yeah,
Ah.
I feel like I just see
Oh,
it. Did she
So-
say what she OD on?
I'm not sure exactly what she OD'd on. I just know that it was news that she got admitted. To
I would like to attempt to OD with a porn star. Is that a thing? Oh.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
now I
It's
know.
not videos,
Yes.
it's pictures.
It's pictures. Oh yeah. Speedy recovery. Get back.
Very speedy.
Get back to work.
Get back to work.
So, what is there a weird correlation between money
Oh
and,
my God.
and overdoses?
Yeah. You can't OD if you don't have enough. Unless
You wanna be able to
yeah. Bro. Being broke has stopped me from ODing several
my
times
God.
in my life. Like, bro,
Oh
I can't afford to call my guy back.
That's expensive.
It's or unless you're doing some shitty shit. But
Man, you know how hard
You
it
bougie
is
if you OD.
to get into
Yeah.
a serious topic after talking to a comedian.
oh yeah, bro, I found drugs last night. I did them off the ground. Listen, I live life on the edge.
What color were they?
The drugs?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah, There's blue.
I'm
We're
just
gonna be in
kidding.
trouble about it.
It's an underrated conversation.
Very underrated conversation.
Oh,
So I was just trying to get into with this topic. I thought it was just interesting because we follow our dreams. I am into art. You do art. Jose
Yeah.
does his version of art. Emily Willis has a version of not virgin. She's not a virgin. She has her version
She was once.
of art, and I
Oh.
just
And many videos.
I'm trying to get through this
I
segment
know,
so
but
bad.
what she does is a gift.
So I mean, obviously she's there. I'm just gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She wants to do that, and she's there because she wants to, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, what could possibly lead somebody down the path of drugs that you could OD on like that, or loss of control with certain substances?
I just think they want to be tipped over a certain high, and then they kind of just take a little bit more than they bargained for.
No.
So that has nothing to do with their happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sometimes.
I mean, it could, but
Yeah,
I just
if
don't
you-
think that's all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if fucking Emily was having a Mac Miller fucking moment and running from some shit. Or she was just out trying to have some fun and got too fucked up.
Right.
You know, you could be the OD could be because you running from a problem, or you just having too much fun, bitch. Then
Right.
forgot to tie your
She could have
shoelace.
just had a couple things here and a couple things there, and they just wrong mix.
Wrong mix,
and
yeah.
she could have even just got given that in a drink. Like, we don't even know
Yeah.
if she did it, right? So I
But
guess that
fentanyl shit is big too. To
That's
fucking
fucked
people up.
Yeah.
Especially in Cali. So
Especially here
depending-
too.
Here too?
Yeah, here too.
Yeah,
Very,
probably
very,
Maryville.
very,
That's
South Phoenix.
South Pro,
Rest
fucking
in
West
peace,
Side.
Maryville.
Oh, yeah. You get drugs from the West Side, dog. Good luck.
Good luck.
So that what I said last about this, it kind of led into something else, and does obviously we don't know what really happened to her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So does this whole media running with stories, like, should we believe everything we hear on the news?
No.
I don't
No,
believe,
right.
I don't believe anything I watch on TV.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Denzel said it best. He was like, in today's age, it doesn't matter who's right. It just matters who's first. He said that during an interview
Yeah, he
once,
did.
and it just makes sense because it's like, whatever happens, happens. But yeah, you got it from me first. I got the most clicks and views. That's why people have these dumbass headlines and click hungry.
They gotta run with it.
Yeah, and whether you're right or wrong, you'll face a repercussion later.
Right, later. But in the meantime, you still got that eye on
attention.
you. Boom.
That you need it.
Right.
So don't believe everything you hear,
Yeah, and
because not everything's as real as it might seem.
AI going crazy.
yeah, support Emily and watch her videos.
Yeah, man.
How?
She doesn't even have a GoFundMe. Just give her a
Oh.
few views on the
Oh,
videos.
Lord.
That
Yeah.
ad money will add up quick.
Hopefully, recovery time is quicker than you.
Hey.
All right, y'all.
Okay, okay.
So our last topic. It's kind of controversial in the music industry, but the man Killer Mike, the artist Killer Mike, this guy swiped the rap album of the year away from Drake, 21 Savage, Metro Boomin, Travis Scott, and Nas.
Like he ran on stage.
Who is this guy?
Like he ran on stage and took it
Give
from
me
him?
that.
Give me that shit, dog.
Like physically ran up and took the shit.
I mean, he might as well have.
I just don't know the story enough to. In my mind right now, I can't put the shit together.
So pretty much, it's like the underdog came and beat these like behemoths,
okay.
and so he's kind of like the underdog that kind of came out of nowhere and took the Grammy.
Okay, so he won the Grammy.
Boom. Right.
Okay, you guys, it has like arrested, and I was like, this motherfucker ran on stage and stole it. Okay, so he was underdog.
No,
Dog,
feel that.
fuck
We'll
me up.
get into
Yeah,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you know I smoked before, and I'm slow, dog. I was a
I'll get
special
into
ed.
his charges that he got after.
The
'cause
rest
he
was
did get arrested.
But
afterwards.
none of that was
related to
tied in
him.
with anything of that night with him in the Grammys.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was confused, people. My bad.
So since you're not familiar with Killer Mike, I got two questions for you.
Okay.
So first question is, how do you feel about an underdog coming up over some giants?
Good.
Pretty good.
Good.
I guess
Fuck
I can
it.
say good in hindsight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you have to understand, like, no matter what you do, whether it's like music or anything, like if you're at the top, dog, somebody wants your spot.
Right.
And either you're gonna keep working to maintain it, or eventually you're dropping the fucking next person will come up.
Boom.
Right.
You know,
That's all the entertainment business is.
yeah. And Killer Mike's been around for a while. Again, I don't.
He's older. He's older.
He's
than-
older. Like I've heard of his name for a while, and I've heard his music, but I can't tell you a song right now. But it's not like he just. Oh, I don't know what he did. I don't know the song, but he's been around for a while. Like, bro, get a shine.
Right. I feel that.
So my other question was, looking at the other artists that were up for their nomination on Rap
Mhm.
Album of the Year, which one would you say, in your opinion, with, I don't know if you've heard all of them, but which one do you think you wanted to take the Rap Album of the Year? Just by looking, not really.
To be honest with you, dog, I don't even know who Metro is.
Metro.
I know Travis Scott. I wrote a fucking joke after his set.
That's hard.
Huh?
That's hard.
Yeah, bro. This was a dark
What
joke.
about 21 Savage?
I
No?
know.
Are you talking about the trampoline?
Yeah. I would say Drake. He's the only one I know. I am horrible with pop music. But yeah.
So you ain't
no.
watched the movie.
So
So,
from
you
that-
ain't watched the clip, but you want him to take the Grammy? No, just like
That's why he did it.
Yeah,
Is this the answer? Did we just pull
Right.
the answer?
Oh my
He said,
God.
We just pulled
I
it.
didn't win Album
Yeah.
of the Year.
I didn't
I'm
want
gonna
to
pull my
dick out. Dog. We've solved the fucking on the podcast. Underrated. Yeah. That's what you
we
do.
all do you, dog.
Dog, yeah.
I'm like weak.
If I had enough dick to whip, dog, I would do it. If I lost the Grammys too.
This is why I should have won.
Yeah, dog. Okay, we solved it. That makes sense.
So I want to ask Mighty the same question. So out of all those, you're more familiar with these albums, right?
Yeah.
So in your opinion, other than Killer Mike, who should have won the rap album of the year?
Well, Drake always releases dope shit. I mean, 21 Savage, he's 50-50. I mean, I can't listen to his shit all day long, but there's a couple good songs. Travis Scott, he goes off. Nas, he's a legend. To be honest, I kind of wanted to give that to Metro Boomin. I feel like he's a little bit
I'm
more...
on the same page, just so we don't have
I'm gonna
waste
listen
time
to-
coming over here.
I'm gonna listen to this shit on the way home.
Yeah, so Metro Boomin, he pretty much just
He's a
produces.
beat maker.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he just...
Basically,
He pretty much... Once you see his name involved in whatever he's involved in, it's just like, oh wow. Like, it's
Gotcha.
just...
you see all those rappers on there?
Yeah,
Metro Boomin's more than likely made beats for them.
for all of them. Okay.
This is
About 99.9% sure.
probably the GOAT of beats.
What has Nas dropped recently?
I feel
To
like
get
that dude
nominated.
drops like once a year. Like
Has he? Bro, I
Low-key,
haven't.
low-key.
I'm not
But that's the thing, there's
Super
not a lot
familiar.
of pickup behind it though. So it's just...
well, there's
If you're fucking
pickup,
with
but
Nas-
in his zone.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
West
Like,
Coast.
if you're fucking with Nas, like, you always fuck with Nas.
Nah.
And like, you're just one of those people. Like, you know what I mean?
He's
But-
catering to his audience,
Boom.
right?
Yeah, you have to be a Nas head. But
Exactly.
yeah, I'm not listening. I was like, dog, I haven't heard a new Nas song on the radio since I had a hair.
And we're
line.
not shooting
Goddamn.
Nas hate in any
No.
way.
Same. No.
No, I that's an honest question. I haven't heard a new Nas song or what's out from Nas. I think of, what was it, Illmatic? Like, I still think of the
Feel
shit that's in the
Yeah,
90s
old
for
shit,
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm older. Like, I haven't heard a new Nas song. I haven't looked for one.
That makes sense though, too.
Yeah, it makes sense. I haven't looked for one, but one just hasn't properly popped up, like a Drake video, for me.
Popped up.
Yeah, so for me, just like Mighty, I'd say Metro Boomin. The song with Don Toliver, Metro Boomin album, that is my shit.
That was fire. No, that
What
was
is
yeah. Don Toliver, Metro Boomin.
I'm gonna shoot you the song.
Shoot me the song. I'm gonna listen to it.
So yeah, I don't know Killer Mike like that. I wish somebody else would have won. That's just my opinion, right? That's all this is, really. Just
At the end of the day.
my opinion, Mighty's opinion, and this
Yo, funny ass
random
committee.
motherfucker we bring on the cast. Just
It's
opinion.
opinions.
Underrated opinions.
Underrated opinions. Hey.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Go show Phillip Jewell some love.
Thank you.
This is probably, in my opinion, the best comic in Arizona. You won't regret
God.
it. He puts on for his state. And
Appreciate
he
it.
really loves what he does.
Yes. Thank y'all for having me, man. It's a blessing to be here.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Hey.